The new show and tell F1 rule to reveal team secrets. Formula 1 is all about teams developing the very best car possible without anybody else knowing how they did it. It's quite difficult to do that when you're out on track, but there are loads of upgrades teams are able to sneak onto the car throughout a season to boost their performance. Unfortunately for F1 teams, the whole hiding your amazing innovations game just got a hell of a lot harder, because the FIA have introduced a format for the 2022 season that's very much like show and tell we used to have at school. You know, where you'd have a specific day where you'd bring something in from home and tell the whole class about what it is. Not embarrassing at all. Throughout an F1 weekend, teams will have to be clear with the FIA and media on what upgrades they have brought to the track in the shape of automobile displays. All the teams must participate in this new mandatory feature over each F1 weekend, and if for whatever reason you can't make the pre-event display, there is the option of an exception, but only if you've gotten prior written approval from the race director. You literally have to get written permission from the teacher in order to not go to class. The whole process will be monitored over 3 days, and they will go as follows. Thursday. On the day before any track running, each team must give the FIA's media delegate a document summarising all major changes to the aerodynamic and bodywork components. These shouldn't have been used at a previous race or during the testing of current cars, and must be intended to be used in that weekend's race. This document needs to be handed over no later than 23 hours before the start of Free Practice 1. The FIA holds onto the information and doesn't share it with the media, so don't worry, this show and tell isn't for all teams to get a close-up look around each other's cars, touch each other's rear wings, etc. Friday. 90 minutes before the start of Free Practice 1, all teams must make both their cars available outside their garages for the first show and tell. They may have to stay out there for up to an hour. The cars must be nominally complete and are fitted with all the parts they will be using when the car leaves for FP1. The race director will tell each team how to position the car and allow one of the 2 cars to be used for some pit stop practice if needed. Saturday. 30 minutes after qualifying is complete, 1 car from 5 different teams must be made available for the post-qualifying automobile display. The teams picked for this will be specified by the race director and the technical delegate. Once again, each car has to be displayed by the request of the race director. The teams also have to make sure that there's a representative at the scene for at least 10 minutes to talk to the media, whether they have a sporting role or a senior technical position. They'll need to be able to explain all major aerodynamic and bodywork component updates made to their car following Friday's automobile display. Ross Brawn, F1's current managing director, said, "We're pushing on with initiatives to get greater engagement and a greater insight into what's happening. The teams will explain the changes they've made for that weekend, and they'll declare to the FIA the changes they've made. It will create another nuance and other interest in the sport, because the technical side of the sport is quite fascinating to a lot of fans." You best believe other F1 teams will be listening to their heart's content to whoever is fastest come round 1 in Bahrain to get as good a look and insight as possible into their secrets. There you have it, the new rule imposed to stop teams hiding all of their secrets. Do you like this new rule? Will it have a positive impact on the sport? Let us know in the comment section below.